This is Black Views, bringing you the Black News. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today, my topic is going to be about how Biden plans to have Negroes picking apples and oranges from the field in 20 years from now. This current plan that we have now, guys, are going to put our black children into the fields picking apples and oranges for $20 or less. I'm looking at this because this is what I see. And I'm going to break it down to you how diabolical your government is. Yes, they'll do it because this is the type of thing that they do. So, we currently have a situation where we have black people that are home waiting on checks. Not all black people, but there are a lot of black people at home waiting on checks. We have all kind of unemployment insurance fraud. We have all type of things going on. And basically, people that are home receiving checks do not want to work. Now, I'm not here to bash those that are getting checks and those that are not working and those that don't want to work, because there's some black people that, hey, they've been working for a long time in their life and they really feel like these little checks and these little things they're getting is beneficial to them. And they feel like, hey, they could take that time off. There are actually some people out here that have skill sets. Okay, so when it's time to go back to work, they will be able to work. They will be able to find a job. And perhaps maybe they're just, they're sitting back and they're saying, hey, I'm going to get this check for as long as I can. Because when it's time to go to work, I got the jam. And I get it. Black people, there's some of us that don't have skill sets. There are many of us that don't have skill sets. In fact, I think there's a large percentage of us that do not have skill sets. And when I say skill sets, I'm talking about construction, plumbing, things like IT, or being the legal law enforcement field. You have people that are accountants. You have professional people, doctors, and things like that, who will always be able to go back to work because either they're certified in what they do or they have skill sets that basically want them on demand. But some of us don't have this. Okay, we have a large percent of black people who do nothing all day, have no skill sets, and have never done anything. And these are facts. I'm not here to bash, but I'm just telling you what's going on. We have people that receive checks and they go out, they pop bottles, they party. We have people that are scammers and fraudsters in our community. We have all types of criminals in our community that basically take the forefront as legitimate people. These criminals are allowed to speak. They're allowed to get online, and many of them sound like they make sense, but actually makes no sense. So, getting to what the point I'm trying to make is that we know of, there are about 100,000, anywhere between 30 to 60,000 immigrants that just came to the border. Okay, those immigrants are going to what you call sanctuary cities. Okay. Now, if you have not already seen, there's certain restaurants and jobs such as Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell that have been taken over. Okay, at least where I live at, where I know that there ain't black people working in there because the black people are at home waiting on a check. So during this pandemic, you've had a large percentage of immigrants come to this country who are going to sanctuary cities where African American people live. Now, you've seen it, I've seen it. These are people that are looking for work. Corporations are hiring them. Under what regulations? I don't know. They don't have to have paperwork. They just have to sign something or whatever. I don't know how our government has it where immigrants can just come in, not have proper documentation, couldn't have been here long enough to get a social security card, and they're now working. These are people that are hungry and have an agenda, and they're working. Keep in mind, they're not American citizens, but when they have offsprings and when they have children, they will be American citizens. They will be able to pass the background check. But I don't know, and so what's going to happen is your black children, okay, who do nothing but dance, who do nothing but play in their hair, who do nothing but sit at home and think of ways to rip people off. These are people that don't have skill sets. Their only skill sets some of their skill sets are crime. And what I'm afraid to see is that 20 years from now, there's going to be someone coming out of the field who's going to say, hey, we don't have enough immigrants to pick these apples and oranges. Do you get what I'm saying? There's not enough people out here to pick these apples and oranges. So guess what we got to do? Hey guys, we're going to raise the wage up to $15, $20 an hour. Suddenly, $15, $20 an hour looks, it looks pretty sexy to someone that does nothing all day. And he figure, hey, I can go to the field over here and make $100 a day. So suddenly it'll seem like it's cool to do that because notice they're passing laws, right? They're passing laws so that students, children are not allowed to learn about American history, slavery. Okay, so you best believe in the next 20, 25 years, the children will not know anything about slavery and black people will be picking cotton and oranges and all type of fruits and vegetables in the field. And it will somehow seem like it's okay, all right? Because our elders aren't shit. It would seem like it's a hustle. It would seem like, hey, we can make some money real quick. Let's go down to the field and pick apples and oranges. This is how it's going to seem. Hey, man, I got to pay a light bill. Let's go down to the field and pick apples and oranges. Because we have no other skill sets. We can't work anywhere else. This is where it's at. This is what Biden has done. This is why Biden has opened up the floodgate for immigration. At the same time, he tells, okay, in America, the first so-called minorities were black people. They called us minorities. Okay? So if you were black and you grew up in the 80s and let's say 80s and early 90s or whatever, you classified as a minority. Okay? So you were a minority. So anything they talked about minority, they talked about you. What they did was they opened up the floodgates for immigration. Once the immigration came in, then everybody that was an immigrant, and everybody that was so-called a person of color is a now minority. Black people being so stupid, at the time after slavery, we thought that anything that had color would be better than white supremacy. So you see what I'm saying? So anybody that had color, we would embrace because we felt like, hey, people of color are stronger than white supremacy. But lo did we behold, did we know that these so-called immigrations, people of color, came to simulate. See, we didn't know this back then. We didn't really know, we knew, but we didn't know. We thought that, people of color that came to America would somehow unite with the people of color that were already in America. But what we start to realize, and for the young people, what you got to understand, they're simulating. Which means simulating is they want to be the white supremacists. Every day they wake up, they wish they had blonde hair. Every day they wake up, they wish their skin were lighter. This is why you have so many instances of skin bleaching. I.e., Vanessa, one of the tennis sisters. I'm not even gonna say their name because it's disgusting. How their father worked so hard to protect their image and get them into the professional tennis theater. And I'm sorry, they go out and they actually marry guys that talk shit about black people. You see what I'm saying? And then they go and they bleach their skin. So once again, these are coons and sellouts that we must put on notice. When I say put on notice, we must notice them. Because they'll start being credentialized. They'll start being able to talk and speak on black issues when they mean black people know well. They don't even want to be black. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? So When I say that we're going back to the fields to pick apples and oranges, that's because there's no drive for our children to do better. Hey, you can say what you want to say. I'm just speaking facts. When I see children around here playing in their hair, digging in their ass, walking around with their pants down, that don't look like kids that's looking for jobs. That doesn't look like a kid that's getting up ready to take on the world and its challenges, because it starts at home. And I'm not here to say that white supremacy didn't have a hand in it, but these are facts. Some of this shit starts at home. We got kids that's coming out here. They have no home training. And guess what? They're gonna die. I'm sorry to tell you, they're going to die. They're going to fall by the wayside. They're going to die because they lack the knowledge to save themselves. They lack the knowledge to interact with regular people. In fact, you see the police, you know the police, but what you do is you do things to draw their attention so that you will have a confrontation with the police, i.e., now you're having a problem. So, all you black people that went out there and you voted for Biden, this is what you get. You're at home waiting on checks right now. That's right. That's what he did. He made it so now you at home waiting on checks, and now you got immigrants ready to come over here and take these jobs. And that's just life. I'm not like I told you before. I'm talking about immigration, but I don't blame an immigrant for wanting to do better, because you should want to do better as well. I've already explained to you that immigrants come here with an agenda. They have an agenda to do better. They come to America to do better. Black people, we came up off the plantation. We never had a chance to get an agenda. And any agenda that we had was stomped out of us. Black men were either hung, split in half, raped. Well, however the hell you want to call it, put on fire, bombed, Tulsa, Oklahoma. So it's not the same. So when we sit up here and we try to look at, and you hear a man or a woman through immigration that come to this country and say they worked hard and they did this and that. Yeah. I'm not saying they didn't work hard, but don't try to equate your plight to what Negros experience, man. Our women are out of order. That's the host of our children. So, and I've said this before too, the same women that are disliking what they're seeing in men are the same ones that are raising them. The same ones that are having them out of wedlock. The same ones that are looking to be a perfect single mom. They're having killers. They're giving birth to criminals. They are terrorizing our streets. They happen to be black. You don't see white guys running up and down our streets shooting people. We must police our own situation, and it starts at home. And if we can't police it, they will die. And that's just how it is. They're going to fall by the wayside. Those that know better, okay? For instance, somebody smoking weed who decides to be low-key, who decides to be incognito, may not get caught. He may not, because he's putting in an effort to try to be incognito and not let everybody see that he's smoking or he's doing something illegal. We're just using common sense here, right? You don't want a ticket. You don't want to get locked up. So you become incognito, inconspicuous. You don't want to be everybody to see that you're doing something. Our children are ass backwards. They actually want an initiation or want a confrontation with the police by the actions that they do. This goes to tell you they're not getting attention at home. They're not getting the proper care they should get. And so they seek that attention through municipality. You see, the officer who's been on duty all day, he got to deal with your ass now. Okay? He's already irritated by the fact that he's out here and people aren't liking police and people are saying bad things about the police. And then what you do is we have black children that do shit blatantly because they have nowhere to go. Their home lives are fucked up. Okay? The relationship with their mothers and their fathers are fucked up. They owe everybody. They feel the crunch is coming. They don't have a job. So they rather go to jail. And once again, this is the mentality of the youth in our communities. And we have to change it. We have to change it. Yes, white supremacists ain't shit. They owe us. But we have to make an internal change in order to be facing the same direction. We have to be making an internal change for all of us to be facing the same direction. And it's not real hard. See, when you have coons and sellouts in high places, it makes it hard. Because it's not really hard for all of us to see that things ain't right around here and that we need to change. But when we have people that are in power, that have the resources, black people have money. You got black millionaires. I heard we had a black millionaire. Why he can't dump some change down? Because they're all connected. They all been handpicked to be who they are. They have been credentialized. They have been told that they are experts in this field. They have been told that they have put in quality, work. So once you become credentialized, then now you can get out here and people start listening to you. Oh, he used to be a chief of staff. Oh, he used to be this. He used to be that. So now they go out here and they just start saying any motherfucking thing. So I don't want to go too much off subject because one thing does lead to another. But at the same time, I'm just trying to tell you, your kids are going back to the cotton fields. If you do not change how we do business, if we do not change how we treat one another, you're going back to the cotton fields. Because anything the devil throw at you, you're going to take. You have no discipline. We have no structure. That's why I hate to see black people on TV. Because when they're on TV, they're selling it. They're trying to get it as an opportunity, that as they would call it. It's an opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity. So once they get the opportunity, what you think they're going to do? Okay? They're going to get finessed with the cash, the big house, or the shit they've been waiting for all their life. They're tired of being poor. So here the white supremacists come along and say, I want you to act like a fool, put on a dress, and play with yourself and shit. And they're going to do it for $1. Because why? We have no skill sets. We have no other way of contributing to our own communities. We do have black professionals like lawyers, doctors, and accountants. But they are not lawyers and doctors and accountants for black people. See? They're lawyers, doctors, and accountants for whoever pays them. And that's all they're worried about, because that pay is what's going to pay their mortgage. That pay is what's going to put their kids through college. So you bet your ass they're not going to be out here talking like we're talking. But you can't control that. But what you can control is your actions. You don't have to go to work talking shit. You don't have to go to work talking about P1, how black you are. All you have to do is discipline yourself. Do the right things. Network with other black people. Hire black people. Good black people. Nobody's telling you to hire trash. Seek black people. That's all I'm saying. We can change this if we seek black. Seeking black. We don't have to be in the cotton fields if we seek black people. The one thing I'll say, I noticed that every other group, they seek their own, man. If they have a party and they need a DJ, they seek their own. If they need dough to make the bread, they seek out someone from their own group who's delivering bread. And it's an automatic thing. It's not. They're not looking at it like it's racism. But see, what happened to us was black people try to be branded. They want to be branded as American. We are American, but we weren't accepted as being American in American business. So instead of helping ourselves, we go out, we reach out and put money in everybody else's pocket because we are the true Americans. Black people are the true Americans. We are the only group that actually practice being an American. All the other groups look down on you. All the other groups fear you. All the other groups take advantage of your programs, who basically they were minority programs. Then you have people like the ACLU. Those type of groups, what they do is they're a bridge between all the other groups and your benefits. So what I mean by that is they'll say something like, okay, there were laws, equal right laws and things like that, right? So they'll flip that and then they'll say, well, LGBTQ is supposed to be minorities as well too. It's a sexual preference. So you see what I'm saying? So they have these other groups that will legitimize and validate bullshit. Okay, so LCLU, ACLU, they'll go to court every time over some shit like, let's see. Let's say you got people that are walking around with their pants down, right? So then the government wants to make a law saying, man, these men can't walk around here with their pants down. ACLU come in and say, hey, they should be able to walk around with their pants down. They're human beings. So you see what I'm saying? So you have actual multi-million-dollar organizations that are put in place to keep chaos. Black Lives Matter, that's another one. It just creates chaos. They don't represent black people. Okay, it's an entity that says that, but they got all manner of. It's more white people in Black Lives Matter than it's black people. Take a look. These are facts. Look on TV. It's more white women in Black Lives Matter than black people. You don't even see no black men in there. You do see some, but black men are disgusted with the shit. We step back and we look and we saying to ourselves like, "What the fuck is this?" Why you see women running in circles, but vote for Biden, vote for Biden, out there caping for this motherfucker. Vote for Biden, vote for Biden. They out here talking about, they on there talking shit to Ice Cube on TV. You know what I'm saying? To Ice Cube, talking shit to Ice Cube. All right? Oh, it's a womanizing thing now. He gonna help the women. Look what he did to Miss Sanders. She wanted that job. Motherfucker knew he wanted that job. He didn't give it to her. And then she so cooned out that she won't say nothing. It has to leak out in a paper that she's unhappy about it. When she busts her tail, when this white man get up there and say, you're not black if you don't vote white. You don't vote for me, you're not black. Then she get up there and she make it sound right for him. And then look, he wins the election. He even said he won the election off the black vote. And then who did he put in there? I'm sorry to say. I'm just saying facts. He put it in a white woman. He didn't put in the black woman that assisted him with getting the black vote that so-called put him over the edge. And then there's no bills for black people. There's nothing for black people. So they get used, man. I'm telling you, I'm saying fuck the vote, man. I don't care what nobody's saying. They keep talking about the vote. Motherfucker, every Negro can vote. Like they vote and nothing happens for you. Stop focusing on the vote and start focusing on each other and how we can use each other to make business. It's black people around you. And if it ain't no black people around you, move where there is. That may be the problem. If it's no black people around you, stand by for the bullshit. Because you are a soft target. Stand by for the bullshit if you want to be way out somewhere where there's no black people at, where none of your people is. Imagine that. Nobody where you at look like you. And that's how you want it. I'm telling you guys, man. Y'all went out here. Y'all went all out 100% for Biden. Here it is right now. We in motherfucking May. 5 months and nothing. Nothing for you. But they actually use these laws, new laws they made to cripple you, black man and black woman. They made these laws to go against you, to keep you under the buck, so you can shut your mouth. We the only ones that's going to jail for using racial slurs. But here it is. Your entire motherfucking existence in America, Racial slurs have been used against you, and no one has been punished for it. To this day, if you go in the club, everybody's saying nigga, 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 nigga. And nobody says it's nothing. Because it's allowed to be that way. There are no songs where they're saying Jewish slurs. They'll get put out of business immediately. But because we're black, and because the world sees us as shit, because they all come here and shit on us, we can be done that way. It could be nigga, nigga, nigga all over. I mean, just look at it for what it is. Any educated person, don't try to sit here and play semantics with me and make it seem like black people going out their fucking minds and that we don't know what's going on around us. Any educated person can see it, but you choose not to see it. And for that, you will be punished. This punishment is going to go a long way. You suckers come up in here, you disrespect us, you talk crazy out your mouth. You know, you run around here acting like you the victim, and you stolen our bread. Motherfuckers running around here with free shit on, new coats, new jackets, and I see a nigga walk right beside you drunk as hell with nothing. And you know what? Immigrant don't say, hey, man, here go a quarter. They're not helping you because they're in a better situation than you. They don't say a motherfucking thing to you because they've been told to stay the fuck away from you. You know why they told to stay the fuck away from you? Because they're going to come smack dab with the truth. Your ass is here getting free shit. Don't talk to them. Because, see, black people unravel bullshit. Because we are the truth. We are the real fucking deal, bro. So when you come around with bullshit, don't talk to the niggas because they're going to straighten your ass out. And that's the real reason don't talk to black people. Because black people in America know and understand that we have been disrespected. We've been taken advantage of. Our kindness have been taken advantage. We have been taught to turn our cheek against those who disrespect us. We've been taught that, okay, love them. That only gonna last for so long. Just take that dick in your butt till they take it out. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the mentality that black people have. We must love everyone. We must welcome everyone. And I'm telling you the truth. No one is welcoming us. There's a black man who was killed in Colombia. He wanted to start a business. He wanted to buy apartments. This is 100% fucking proof that black people can't go nowhere else and start businesses without getting their throat cut. Black people can't immigrate no fucking where else, put up no shop to sell shit. But in America, it's turned inside out. Because they all come here, man, listen, man, I see motherfucking Arabs, man, walking around like they niggas, big ass fucking rings and fucking beards and shit, and looking at you like you ain't shit, bruh, because they making money. They making real money. And they looking at you like you ain't shit, like they can eliminate you and your country speaking another fucking language over your fucking head, my nigga. So you better wise up real quick. Anytime you hear another language that you don't understand, you don't know what the fuck they saying, bro. And I'm gonna tell you from a dude that's been in the military, I don't even understand how you niggas can be around people that speak another language and then feel safe. Come around you and they talk that shit around you and they talking right about you while you there. They talking about you while you standing there. And you just smile. I'm telling you, man. The motherfuckers gonna pay, bro. I say this, the sun is hot. The sun is hot. So when you start seeing all these little things going down and natural disasters and shit like that, hey, bro, punishment. And all you that come here, that come to America, you're confided. You have confided. You're complicit. You have agreed to the slaughter of black babies. You have agreed to it. You have no problem with it. And that's why you're here. Imagine. You come from somewhere else that's all fucked up and disgusting. You know, you got people pissing and shit in the street, raping the women. And then you come here and somehow you upright. Somehow you upright. And then you start your business smack dab in the middle of where the poor people live. And then you treat them like shit. It's a jungle out here, boy. You treat them like shit. You don't buy from them. You don't put into their communities. You don't even buy a motherfucking basketball for where the black people live at. You don't do shit. You don't even do like community outreach, and you don't do shit for the kids. You just take. You just take, because that's what you are, a taker. You confided against black people, African Americans, not Jamaicans, not Africans, not no other black country. African American. You stolen our birthright. You sitting on our shit. You walking around with new shit. Where you think that money coming from? That's our shit. You owe us that. Ain't nobody asking for nothing. This is what you owe us. And this is how you should feel. And if you don't feel this way, it's a problem. Black men in particular. You running around here, you trying to scrape up pennies to live up to a role of something that you can't do. And your black women are trying to marry millionaires, athletes, people that push brooms and shit not good enough for them. So now you got one dude with 10 chicks. And they running around here, or single moms with babies and shit, and disgusting. Big ass fucking eyelashes on, pink fucking hair. We fucked up out here. And every time a nigga say something, you got a black bitch that's in the way. You're going back to the fields. I'm telling you. All you niggas going back to the fields. You're going back to pick apples and oranges because you can't sit your ass down. Because you don't have enough discipline. And that's where you're going. And that's how they're going to make it. And you ain't going to have nothing to say about it. Because guess what? They're going to give you $20 an hour, $100 a day to go out there and pick it. And then you can come home and you can play in your motherfucking hair. And you can fucking smoke your weed. And you can pop your motherfucking bottles once a day. Because you're going to make $100 a day in the motherfucking field. You lazy bastard. You piece of fucking shit. You virus to your community. You niggas running around here fucking shit up all day, and motherfuckers like me came before you stink, deserted, nasty ass niggas. I'm out here telling you that basically, the white man has done this to us and done this to our communities, and you disgusting low life ass niggas, criminals out here doing what you want to do, and somehow when you get a microphone in your hand, you want to talk about wet ass pussy. That's what you niggas want to talk about, wet ass pussy. While your kids out here getting fucked by pedophiles and shit. Your kids out here getting touched. And you talking about wet ass, that's what your women talking about, wet ass pussy. I never thought in my mind that we could get women all at one time that say something about their wet ass pussy. Where the fuck are we at in society today? Where fucking bitches talk about their wet ass pussy in public. And niggas can't say shit. You can't say stop showing your titties. You can't say pull your motherfucking pants up. You can't say nothing that makes sense. Because you have billion-dollar corporations that, ACLU, who will sue you if you don't allow Negros to walk around with their pants down. Ain't that some shit? And that's democratic. You got lesbians in every fucking major city, bro. That's in charge. They all happen to be lesbians. Square chins and shit. Talking shit about young black men and saying that little girls can make it. But little girls are getting raped and shot in the street. And we got politicians that can't do nothing. Black. Can't do shit. and will sit there and then crime just has a black face on it because you don't even hear a black congressman get up there and bitch about the shit. I'm about to go. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I gotta sit here and think about what the fuck to say because I done said enough. And it's like, the same shit is happening. The same shit is happening. And the motherfucker that's sitting up at the top don't say nothing. Because you niggas don't say nothing. It's not enough of you putting this out here. Black media. The real fucking media. White supremacists lying all day long, trying to tell you black people hate homosexuals. Black people hate black homosexuals. Black people. They just going around like a big ass machine, and they say the same shit all day. Oh, black people hate Asians. Black people. This is bullshit. It's furthest from the truth because everybody here hate niggas. The nigga is the first one they told to stay away from, and somehow we hate them. Somehow we attacking them. Man, get smart. And some of you are going to be eliminated. And that's just what it is. For the lack of your motherfucking knowledge, you will be eliminated. You want to hold guns and be in the streets. You want to shoot other people, your ass will be shot. You want to stick people up, your ass will be shot. You want to fucking sneaking people shit and try to steal shit, your ass will get shot. Keep fucking around. And stop, and guess what? The white news media want to keep talking about it. No, stop talking about it. Let these motherfuckers die. The ones that's supposed to die. Let them die. Stop. We got to stop caping for these motherfucking criminals, man. Niggas out here in the street got more words than we do. Then when it's time to speak about something that makes sense, you give it to a motherfucker that can't complete a sentence. And that's the best we can do? That's bullshit. Got our women out here seeking dumbasses and shit. Out here seeking motherfuckers and walking around with piss stains and shit in their pants. Smell like blunts and ass. Niggas be stinking, man. I mean, what's going on, man? And I'm not talking about the brothers that got their shit together, that think properly and think straight and are able to go out and come and go and be incognito, do their motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Got wisdom on their mind. They moving, making moves and doing things in silent. You know what I'm saying? They ain't announcing they killers and shit. They ain't going around just blatantly fucking with people, disrespecting fucking women just to be disrespecting them and shit. Now, I'm not saying getting a woman's ass is disrespect. So don't sit here and get it twisted. I'm talking about people that blatantly have nothing to do but just disrespect women. And not teaching them nothing. Not telling them about themselves. I think you allowing a motherfucking woman to do the fuck she want is disrespectful. Because guess what? It's not good for you and it's not good for her. And any man that's gonna follow a woman that don't know shit, he going to death. I'm going to leave it alone. I think I got a little bit out of order. YouTube might bring this shit down. But I got a little excited about it. Hey, I want to thank you. I hope you subscribe and please like. I'm just trying to put out the word and news as we see it today. I'm trying to reach out to my people. You see what I'm saying? And make you think about what's going on around you. These people are vicious. Yeah, I know some of us have friends. You know, some of us black people, we have white friends. Nobody's saying that you're not going to have friends and people that you talk to on a day-to-day basis that are white. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying that you have to be disrespectful to these people. What I'm telling you is you have to know your situation and act upon it. That's the code. You can't be sitting up here talking about shit that and they wrong, and you just going along with them because they white. No, stand on your 10 toes. Not saying be disrespectful. You ain't even gotta be confrontational about it. Just know the fucking truth and make decisions based on that. Go out and seek black people and give them your money. Give other black people your money. Try that. Give other black people your fucking money.